Young Sung's phone buzzes with an incoming message from Park Min-chul, and a sense of foreboding settles in the pit of his stomach. The words on the screen seem to leap out at him, demanding his attention. "Meet me at the park. I need to talk to you." As he arrives at the park, the sun casts long shadows across the grass, creating an eerie atmosphere. Park Min-chul is already there, his face a mess of bruises and bandages. He looks up, his eyes locking onto Young Sung's, and a mixture of fear and desperation swirls in their depths. "You came," Park Min-chul says, his voice barely above a whisper. "Thanks a lot." Young Sung's gaze is like ice, his eyes piercing through Park Min-chul's very soul. "Let's get straight to the point," he says, his voice devoid of emotion. Park Min-chul's eyes dart nervously around the park, as if searching for an escape from the suffocating atmosphere. "It was all my fault," he stammers. "I was immature, I didn't realize. I'll do anything, just please forgive me." The desperation in Park Min-chul's voice is palpable, his words tumbling out like a prayer. Young Sung's expression remains unreadable, his eyes never leaving Park Min-chul's face. As Park Min-chul grasps Young Sung's shoulders, a cold sweat breaks out on his forehead. "I'm begging you, please. I'll do anything. Just don't ruin my life." The silence that follows is oppressive, the only sound the soft rustling of leaves in the wind. Then, Young Sung speaks, his voice low and measured. "Being expelled would be a shock, but you're just 17-year-old high school students with unstable lives." Park Min-chul's eyes widen in fear as he realizes the gravity of his situation. "Telling you this puts us in danger," he whispers, his voice barely audible. As he glances nervously to the side, Park Min-chul's words hang in the air like a challenge. "Someone gave us orders to bully you, that person is." But before he can finish, Young Sung's words cut him off like a knife. "I know." The air seems to vibrate with tension as Park Min-chul's eyes lock onto Young Sung's, his face pale with fear. The silence that follows is deafening, the only sound the pounding of Park Min-chul's heart. Park Min-chul's eyes widen in shock as Young Sung continues his sentence. "I know your backer, I know who it is." In his past life, when Young Sung was in the hospital, he's receiving shocking news that the person leading the school has been revealed. Years after Young Sung's coma, a man who was bullied like him jumps from the school's rooftop, leaving behind a letter that provides clues. The letter reveals that the one controlling the school is the Golden Circle, an organization formed in a prestigious school in Gangnam. The core members of this organization are unknown, and its creator sees bullying and violence in schools as a lucrative business opportunity. They're recruiting strong students or bullies and targeting students with wealthy and powerful parents, offering them protection in exchange for their loyalty. If the fighters lose, they'll target and recruit intelligent students. In Young Sung's past life, the Golden Circle's members were exposed, but the case is quickly closed, and the members disappear. Young Sung thinks, "To exact my revenge on those who forced me to do this, I need to gather information first and then destroy them." After a moment of thought, Young Sung grasps Park Min-chul's hand and says, "Your backer is the Golden Circle, right? But there's something strange. The Golden Circle's headquarters is in Seoul and Gyeonggi, their influence doesn't reach Daesan. Who and how did they recruit you?" Park Min-chul remains silent, unsure of what to say. After a few moments, he replies, "Shin Young-min, my senpai, he recruited me." Young Sung's eyes widen in shock. Shin Young-min, the senior who bullies everyone in school. This information is beyond Young Sung's expectations. He's thinking that if that's the case, then Shin Young-min might not be able to find clients, but he must be in contact with them. And Young Sung can use that to his advantage. However, Shin Young-min won't give up information easily, and he's also strong, having started a career as a professional MMA fighter. If Young Sung attacks him recklessly, he'll lose. So, the most important thing is to decide how to deal with this loser first. The loser being Park Min-chul. Young Sung speaks coldly, "So, you want an apology from me?" He grips Park Min-chul's collar, making him nervous and stutter. Young Sung mutters to himself, recalling his past life. "Layers of emotions have accumulated since my coma. An apology? I won't let it happen." Young Sung stares at Park Min-chul with a psychopathic gaze and says, "I'll show you clearly what will happen when we meet in the future." Young Sung rains down punches on Park Min-chul's face, remembering how Park Min-chul and his gang had succeeded in their past life. He hopes that in this life, they will live with trauma from all of this. The scene shifts to a classroom, where students are discussing the incident between Young Sung and Park Min-chul's gang. A student says with confusion, why is Young-sung suddenly being so ruthless? He wasn't like that before. Another student adds, you never know what someone's capable of when they're pushed to the edge. They're scary when they snap and don't know when to stop. As the students continue to gossip, Young-sung opens the classroom door and walks in, silencing the room. He sits down at his desk, and suddenly, someone approaches him. Hey, thanks. Young-sung turns around, and it's Lee Young-min, the fat guy who had been beaten up by Park Min-chul. Lee Young-min says, I heard what happened. Park Min-chul and the others got expelled, and it's all thanks to you. Let me know if you need anything. I'll prepare everything you need, so don't hesitate to ask. The classroom falls silent, with all eyes on Lee Young-min and Young-sung. Young-sung says, why do people who didn't want to associate with me before suddenly thank me now? You're just afraid of them, and now you're thanking me. Get out of here, I don't care about you, and I don't want to see your face. The scene shifts to the school rooftop, where a silver-haired man is smoking a cigarette and chatting with someone. So, what's going to happen now that Park Min-chul and the others have been expelled and our plan has been ruined? The other person asks. The silver-haired man, revealed to be Shin Young-min, stubs out his cigarette on the floor and says, yeah, that's true. Shin Young-min continues, he's gotten cocky and thinks he's above everyone. His backer is the eldest son of Myeongjin Construction. Now that things are like this, no one can touch him indecent because no one can beat Myeongjin Construction there. The other person asks, are you going to give up? Shin Young-min smiles slyly and says, no. He adds, the situation is messy, but it's not that bad. High school is more than just one thing. We've just been given an opportunity to make money. Shin Young-min clenches his fist and says, if we can make more money by protecting the school, then we should actually be thankful to them. So, who's the new top student who's coming to school now? The scene cuts to Young-sung, who is focused on getting information about the Golden Circle during class. He's planning to join the Golden Circle through his achievements and suspects that there's someone in his class who wants to take him down and take his place because of his good grades in middle school. He's planning to come up with a more solid plan for the future. The scene shifts to a martial arts training gym owned by Young Do-chul, the first Korean to become a UFL world champion in MMA. However, his time in the spotlight has passed, and no one pays attention to him anymore. Young-sung enters the gym and is greeted by someone. The man asks, do you want to sign up? Young-sung replies, yes, I want to learn how to fight. The scene shifts to the rooftop of a building, where a bald, muscular man approaches Shin Young-min. Shin Young-min asks, your name is Jin-woon, right? The man, Park Jin-woon, is a first-year student like Young-sung. He nods nervously, standing in front of Shin Young-min, the strongest student in school, who suddenly summoned him. Shin Young-min says, you're a piece of trash, but you have a good body. I thought you said you were a servant. Shin Young-min touches Jin-woon's head and stares at him coldly, saying, I have a request. In your class, there's a student named Kim Young-sung. Take him down so he never acts like a normal human being again. The scene shifts to Young-sung, who is being greeted by the gym staff. The staff member says, you look like a high school student. You've come to the right place. I'll tell you a bit about our gym. We offer physical training, stress relief, and even diet improvement. Our customers are 100% satisfied, and the monthly fee is 150,000 won.